Welcome to the Tell School of Music virtual auditions. My name is Dr. Christy Banks, and I am the Assistant Chair of the Tell School of Music at Millersville University. Under normal circumstances, I would be meeting you before your audition, walking you through our building, taking you to classes, having you participate in classes, and answering your questions. Questions about the department, questions about the degree programs we offer, questions about the audition and when you'll find out your result, and questions about what it's like to be a member of our Tell School of Music family. In this presentation, I will try to answer the questions I can anticipate, but before we get to that, I would just like to take a minute to thank you. I know these are unusual times, and I want to thank you for your interest in Millersville University and the Tell School of Music, and for the amount of energy and time that I know you're putting into this process. At the Tell School of Music, we have 3 music degree programs, but regardless of which degree or degrees our students are seeking, we feel that all of our students are musicians, and all musicians are educators, all musicians are performers, and all musicians are entrepreneurs. That triangle philosophy is what ties our curriculum together. Our music education students get certified pre-K through 12, both choral and instrumental. In addition, they are eligible for Level 1 Kodai certification, and they can now receive a certificate in music technology, which allows them to learn how to record themselves and their students and set up curriculum so that they can teach a recording class in their future careers. In addition, we make sure that they get hands-on experience as soon as possible, which means that by their sophomore year, they're not just observing in real live classrooms, but they're actually teaching. Our music industry studies major has 3 tracks: the production track, the music management track, and a live audio track. But we also value hands-on educational experiences in this degree program. So in addition to internships, our students work with Rock Lidditz and Claire Global. They go to LA to the NAMM show, to the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, and to music industry sites in Nashville. Performance is a part of this degree, and many of our students avail themselves of the opportunity to be in commercial music ensembles. Currently, we have 7 rock bands for credit. We have a BA in music. One is a BA general music degree, and one is a performance degree. And there's an opportunity to dual major in performance and music industry studies, or performance and music education. It's important to us that you are part of our community. Some of the things that we do to make our students feel like they belong is we have a peer mentoring system where an upper class person helps mentor a new student. We have a strong commitment to academic advisement, and all students have a faculty member as an academic advisor. We also value faculty-student collaboration in the performance area and also in the research area. During a typical audition day, I get a lot of questions about what the first year would look like. If you're a transfer student, it's very difficult to answer that question because it depends on how many classes you're transferring in and what your previous experience has been. But if you're coming straight from high school, your first year will be, in most cases, a big change from high school. For one thing, all of your classes, except for 1, maybe 2, will be in the music building. You will have 1 class that's not in music. Otherwise, you are jumping straight into being a music major and into classes that are relevant to your major right away. One of those classes is a class that I teach called First Year Experience, which is a music major seminar. I teach it with our band director, Dr. Joseph Cernuto. And in that class, we get your 8-semester plan going. We get you integrated into the department. You feel like you're part of our family. You understand what you need to do in order to graduate and what you need to do in order to succeed in our department. Another question that often comes up is, may I study abroad? We have students that are exchange students where they study abroad for a semester or an entire year. And we also have shorter term study abroad opportunities. Every summer, except for this one, we take students abroad for classes that deal with international music or classical music or musical theater. So keep your eyes peeled for global opportunities, not just local ones. So let's get to the nitty-gritty of what this remote audition will look like for you. You'll need to set up your audition by logging into our website and filling out an online application. All of our students choose a major performance area. Even if they do more than one thing, they pick one instrument, their voice, guitar, whatever, an instrument that is their major performance area. And we want to see 2 examples of your performance. This is the instrument, and voice is an instrument, that is going to be the thing you take lessons on for 6, 7, or 8 semesters. So you will have an opportunity to upload a video that you make. In most cases, we want 2 excerpts, something slow and something fast. That would work, or 2 contrasting performances. You can upload those. If making a video is not something that works for you, you can also do your audition through FaceTime or through Zoom with the major performance professor. So that's how we're going to take care of the major performance area. But we're not just looking at you as a performer. Remember that triangle. We're looking at you as an educator, an entrepreneur, and a performer. So that means that we want to talk with you. We will set up Zoom interviews with faculty members in the degree area that you've told us you're interested in pursuing. So if you're music education, you will be Zoom interviewing with our music education faculty. If you're music industry studies, you will be Zoom interviewing with our music industry faculty. And they're going to ask you questions about your career goals and also get a chance to get to know you a little bit, but give you an opportunity to ask a lot of questions since you haven't visited our classes recently. In addition to the interview, we will also be doing what we call a vocal oral assessment, which is a fancy way of saying ear training. So you're going to sing during that Zoom interview. Are we listening for how gorgeous your voice is? Not at all. What we're listening for is, do your voice and do your ear connect with each other? Basically, can you carry a tune? So that will take place during the same Zoom meeting that we interview you. So those are really the 2 things that you need to do. Upload a video, or if uploading a video doesn't work, you can do some kind of teleconference major performance audition, and then Zoom in with us during your appointed time. And you will be getting an email once you've scheduled your audition of what time you need to be at your computer or at your phone in order to do that interview and that vocal oral assessment. If you are looking at our website, or if you have a friend who auditioned, they may have told you about a written theory exam. But we're not going to worry about that until the fall. Our written theory exam that we held during auditions was simply a placement exam to make sure you were in the correct class in the fall, so we can take care of that when classes resume. You will find out whether you passed your audition or did not pass your audition within 2 weeks, and probably way earlier than 2 weeks from your audition date. At that point, I will be communicating with admissions what the audition result is. If you get accepted to Millersville, but you don't pass the audition, you can still come to Millersville If you get accepted through your audition, if you pass your audition, but you are not accepted academically to Millersville, then you cannot attend Millersville until you are accepted academically. So when you receive a letter from me, if it says you've passed your audition, it will be careful to say contingent upon your academic acceptance. In order to come to Millersville in the fall as a music major, you need 2 yes letters. One from me saying you passed your audition, and one from Millersville saying you have been academically accepted as well. Thanks for watching this presentation. I'm sure you have more questions, so send me an email and let's talk.